I'm gonna get a photo. Uh, well, this is not a beautiful look for the McLaren drivers. Starting 11th and 13th. But there's front row is Lucas Sarro and Joshua Weekly. It's pretty good for the Ferrari driver Joshua Weekly, who I think it's like his third or fourth race. Yeah, especially turn one and stuff. Maybe starting the back row is not a bad idea sometimes here. Like straight circuits. And if you're really Josh here, you cannot DNF. Oh, there's already wing damage. Yep. That was Brenton Daniel. Who does he have wing damage on his? He does have wing damage on his. He does have wing damage on his right side. No. This could be the cherry on the top if. Well, it's a street circuit, and if this wing damage, I don't know if someone caused it or if if it happened to him, then he might not be mad. But if someone caused it to him, he might not be too happy about that. And Josh is honestly moving up here. Now he's by the Red Bull, who has a little bit of wing damage on his side. And Lucas is already kind of making that gap though in the Ferrari, Joshua Weekly. Josh already climbed up 4 positions. Isaac's climbed up 2. You know, they're not just fighting for the drivers' championship, they're also fighting for constructors, so that's the part I like here. Now here's the Alpine and Morgan fighting. And Morgan gets back. No. Josh just has to play really smart here. Now Franz already in the pits, probably due to wing damage. Franz's race is pretty hurt. Alright, so Aiden's having technical difficulties, so it probably sounds like I'm talking to myself, but he's here, just not working properly. And Josh is 9th right now, Isaac's 11th to... Oh, and Brennan gets 32nd. Probably that wing damage is probably affecting his race right now. And Weekly falls out of the DRS range for Lucas. That means Morgan's probably able to catch up now to Joshua Weekly. And the Alpine's not too far behind. Jackson Reed, who's the only V-Carb driver here today, is P5. Brennan P6. And the kick is 7th, Haas 8th, and the McLarens are 9. Actually, I want to say that one of the McLarens are 9, and the other McLaren's 11, and then there's a Ferrari in between them that's 10th. And then you have the Williams 13th and 14th, and the other Alpine's 12th. Risky. And Joshua Weekly's caught back up to... Oh, and Joshua Weekly gets a lot of damage there, and now Morgan can squeeze... Nope, there's a lot of damage now happening. Don't know what happened with the Ferrari, but that really hurt his race. I think he hit the back of Lucas Sarro, so now that's really hurt Lucas's race. I don't know if there's any damage. No, Lucas's car is perfectly fine though. Just got in a little incident though that affected his race. And now Isaac goes in the pits. He got probably wing damage now. And here's Lucas catching up. Morgan's still looking for his first race win of the season right now, and the V-Car's P3, Jackson Reed. And that Ferrari just continues to lose time, probably from wing damage, I'm guessing. And now V-Carb's the second one. Lucas is leading by 1.6, so he's out of the DRS range. And Morgan fell the way down to P7. Don't know what happened with Morgan Wilbanks. And Josh can't get much room here. Who's in the championship battle. He's currently P8. The two Ferraris behind him. Can he get past Morgan? No, he does not. He's closed off by both of them, actually. And the Haas hits Morgan a little. Morgan and the Haas kind of fight a little. I think that Haas Carter's could have caused Morgan to spin. And now Brennan's up to third. The Kick's fourth. We're honestly battling at it right now. Here Josh quickly goes into the pitch. What compound did Isaac go on? Isaac went on hards. He'll I don't know if he can last on the hards, but that might be his goal. And Carter Brown gets by Josh. And Brennan's the only one on softs, just realized. So Brennan might be going for a 3-stop here. Look, you lagging, Aiden. I know they can't hear, but look, you lagging. I can't understand you. But Lucas is continuing to still make this gap. Now 2 seconds. Brennan can't catch up to the V-Carb right now, which is very impressive for the V-Carb to be at P2 right now. Probably his highest position all season, I think. Only 4 races in and a few people's races already ruined. Not ruined, though, really. Here's the kick, gets by Brennan Daniel. Squeezes by, and the Alpine does too. And Brennan hits the wall. Now Brennan, I think, probably has a red wing, and now Morgan can squeeze by. And I believe Brennan's going to the pits. Yes, he is. So Brennan goes into the pits. 3 laps in on these softs. So now Josh is all the way up to P6. And I mean, if you're Josh, you really have to pray. Yeah, you have to have a prayer here that Lucas can make some sort of error. But as long as you're Lucas right now, you just continue to keep this pace. Continually to make a gap each lap by about half a second each lap right now in this V-Carb, which is what you want. Brennan comes out the pits on hards. Might just try to last on those hards for the rest of the race. And Morgan's caught up with mainly. This is a battle for third right here. There's a 3-way battle for third, but Josh isn't too far behind, so Josh might be able to catch up. Not really a lot going on with look at these top 2. They kind of have a decent gap. These top 2 are really spaced out. It's this battle for third that's pretty intense. Honestly, this whole main straight from all the way from P9 to P3 is pretty much a battle. Here comes Morgan, almost hitting the back of the Alpine, it looked like. And here your former teammate Anthony Yana is by Carter Brown right now. Doesn't have the DRS. He does have the DRS, but I don't know if it'll be enough to catch up right now. I just don't think it will be. And now the Alpine gets by the kick, and the kick hits him a little. Oh, and the Alpine kisses the wall a little bit there. But I think he'll be fine. Here comes Morgan near the kick. Very intense battle for third right now. And the kick starts to catch up to that Alpine, and he gets by the Alpine, closing the Alpine off. And Morgan hits the back of the kick, but does he have wing damage? I think he might have lost one of his side wings. He does. He loses his left side wing. Now Josh's not too far behind, and there's a yellow, and I think it is Brennan and the Williams at it. Hopefully Isaac does not get affected by this, but that is really a killer right there. That's Brennan Daniels out now. So that, I mean, for the best bet for McLaren in the Constructors battle, but I don't know what happened to Brennan right there, but that's very unfortunate for him. His race already ending in 5 laps. And that yeah, I can hear you. And that brings out a that brings out it brings out a safety car, a full course safety car. So we'll see who pits. Franz does again, but this is Franz's second time pitting. I wonder who that was on. Yeah, and I don't know whose fault that was. That might be it for Brennan, though. Brennan's already been questioning retirement, like Aiden's been saying, but that could be it right there. And no one looks like they're really going to pit, but it does let the McLaren, I think Isaac gets back up, which would be nice for the McLaren drivers, and that means that pretty much anyone that has damage can go pit, and the kit goes to pit. That's the first retirement of the race, though, is Brennan Daniel, who looks like he got his race run from Franz. I don't know how the safety car will end. There's still Isaac's not caught up, and Franz Herman, who was in the incident with Brennan, still is not caught up. So, but I think Isaac will be able to catch up before it. Now, Josh went on hard, so Josh might stay out these hards for the rest of the race, which means Lucas would have to pit one more time. So this could be a good move from Josh here. Hoping the also looks like it hits a little bit of. Oh, yep, and there's the little collision. And I think there might have also been one on Anthony Yanes, or that might be an earlier penalty. Let me see. That was an earlier penalty when he was corner cutting, I believe. So here comes Isaac catching up to the pack now. The safety car. Oh my gosh. And Josh broke his left side of the wing. Oh, that is not really what you want to see, having your left side broken, and maybe he can try to last the whole race with it, but he'll probably lose time from that. Lucas continues to lead this race. I think he's led all this race so far. No, I think Morgan might have been in the lead at one point. Like, Aiden, have you got your mic sorted out? Alright, yes. Franz Herman gets a 3-second for multiple warnings, probably cutting the track a little. What happened? Oh my gosh, here comes Franz Hermann. Mercy. I wasn't getting to see that, but I'm getting to see that, Eden. And there's another yellow, I think. So I don't know what's going on, really. Safety car's still out? And I think safety car is about to be over. And here comes this slow start. Again, like usual. And Josh goes into the pits. Not too surprised with the wing damage he has. Horrible for Josh, but is what it is. Have to work through it. Now Josh goes to soft, so Josh is gonna do another stop this race, I guess. Here comes the kick fighting with the V-carb now, and how clean will this be? Get them like the only one they can hear, so if I go quiet, it just goes all quiet. It's kind of a little bit weird. And here comes the Alpine and the V-car fighting for third right now. Morgan not too far behind. And now the kick is fighting with Lucas Sarr right now, but the kick is on fresher tires, so that might be coming to his advantage here. He gets by Lucas Sarro. But Lucas Sarro might with the catch back up here soon. Yeah, with the RNS being enabled, there's a chance that he might be able to now. And now Morgan goes into the pits, maybe for his last pit of the race. Now both McLarens are 12th and 13th right now, but Morgan pitting, he'll go. It's honestly breaking away a little bit. The DRS is just not going to let him. But the Alpine's not too far behind either, so... Jackson Reed with 3 second. Yeah, no, I've been looking at this. This has been a really intense battle though, and there's even cars behind them. The Ferrari, Anthony Yanas now. Oh, and now Anthony gets a front, and Lucas goes into pits too. You know, that's probably Lucas's last pit of the race. And yeah, Lucas will go on these hards, and that'll be it for him. But the Isaac might catch up to the Red Bull. I believe he will. So, is there any chance that maybe Isaac can help Josh out by slowing the Red Bull down? Yeah, Josh having to do another pit's going to be a little bit hard, but I think their hope is that maybe Isaac can play defense on Lucas Sorrow, and Josh can catch up a little. But I don't really know how long Isaac is going to be able to hold off, especially being on 9-lap old hards while Lucas is on a fresh compound. I do know Josh is going to have to catch up though if he's going to want to have any chance at this. Lucas Sorrow? Let me look. He does not have wing damage. He's perfectly fine. And now here comes Josh getting by the V-carb here, squeezes squeezes right by, and now Lucas gets by Isaac. Josh quickly goes into the pits, probably for, I guess, his last stop, unless he has wing damage. His wing is messed up. He gets his wing repaired. So now Josh Sanchez back in the points though. And Anthony Yanas and his former teammate Carter Brown are fighting right now. Going through this right now. But Anthony has that 3-second, and Anthony gets by. Will he get by? Oh, Carter kind of pushes him off track a little there, but Anthony gets by at least. These two definitely have a little bit of aggression towards one another right now. Now here comes Carter getting by, and Franz with another penalty. Oh, and there looks like there's a lot of wings hitting right there, and there's a wing that flew off. And here comes Anthony just squeezing right through. Can he get in front of Carter? No, he doesn't. He stays back. He stays behind Carter. Will he make a move here? He goes in. And Anthony, with almost, I thought he was going to get by the Alpine and the Haas, but yeah, this gets by the Haas. And now these two, Devin and Carter, are fighting right now, and Devin squeezes by. Now you have the Alpines 2 and 3, and the Alpine, I think, is catching up to Ekman, the kick, right now. And Josh is fighting with this V-carb right now. And Morgan Wilbank's also behind him right now. Josh just lets him get by. Josh might be trying to plan for a DRS trade or something. Well, I think as McLaren, you know, as long as Lucas doesn't outscore you by more than 8 points, then you're leading constructors by the end of the day. So their probably best bet is to hopefully just not lose by 8 or more points for constructors wise. Now, Josh, you know, you really need a miracle here. Anthony with actually a few people he doesn't like. Him and Ruski have had a thing in the past, and Carter Brown, his former teammate, who I don't know if they really like each other anymore. It is between a pretty intense group of people, and Devin's not too far behind though. With Lucas starting to catch up, and he's made that gap on Isaac pretty well. Here comes Carter Brown. Oh, and Anthony and Carter collide. So Anthony has a red wing now. Don't know whose fault that'll be on. I think that's an Anthony penalty. Okay, wait, so Anthony's I mean, really confused. Uh, yeah, so I don't know what happened there really, and I don't know if anyone reported. I believe Anthony probably might. And that moves Lucas up to 5th now. And Josh still just staying quietly back here. Not even in the points right now. You know, not what you want to see. And here comes Lucas getting. And Lucas now to 4th. This has been a nightmare for McLaren towards the end of the season. Now Lucas up to 3rd, and the Alpines are currently leading right now. To let Josh at least get 1 point for his hope to at least compete with the championship battle. Not bad teamwork here, knowing how this is going to go. And now Carter and Lucas are going at it a little bit. But Anthony Yana's not too far behind, but Anthony's got that red wing, so Anthony's going to stay out though. Anthony's going to risk and continue to stay out. And now if Josh can get by Carter Brown, which he does, now that moves up both McLaren's to 9th, and I believe, oh no, Isaac goes into the pits. So Isaac will go on a medium compound, probably his last pit of the race. And these Alpines, I mean, pretty intense how they're both a 1-2 right now. I don't think we were expecting to see this. But I don't know if Ruski's gonna be able to keep his 2nd right now, because Lucas is moving and he's on more fresh tire compound, but Josh is up to 9th. Josh Weekly with 3-2. Here comes Devin and Ekman fighting now, but Devin stays in front for now. I think Devin might have his left side wing gone. Or maybe I'm saying stuff. No, I think he has. No, he does not have his. But Anthony really doesn't have a wing on his left side, so. I don't know how to go for Anthony, but I think his Alpine might have it. Bring home a win. Anthony will go into the pits here. Probably was losing too much time, and now Josh can probably squeeze by Anthony now. No, Josh goes into the pits. Right for his last pit, he hopes. Now Lucas is cut up to Ruski now. And Ruski plays defense on Lucas really well here. Holding him back, probably not to let him get this race one. And he gets by Ruski now. Lucas Saro does, and McLaren just can't even really get nothing done right now. Just farted a little. I don't know if they could hear that. They might have. A little bit unprofessional on my part. My bad, guys. Ada, don't laugh, bro. Don't worry about it. I do believe in the Alpine, honestly. He should be able to pull this win out. I mean, he's got the time right now, and I don't know if Lucas can catch up. I mean, I think Lucas has the opportunity to, but I don't know if it'll be enough. I don't know if he has enough time. And now Josh squeezes up to 10th now. Oh, now the Alpine and Ekman are fighting for the kick. The kick gets by. This could be the kick's first podium of his season. Well, they both spin a little. Now Devin goes into the pits. And Lucas Oil is making time, but it's not, I don't think it's enough. And Ekman, though, might get his first podium here in Las Vegas, and Josh is 9th right now, and Morgan's 5th, with Jackson not too far behind him, but Jackson has that 3 second. No, Ekman, no, not Ruski using a lot of his ERS here. What did you say there, Aiden? I didn't hear you. Oh yeah, between Jackson, Reed, and Morgan, it still is, but with that 3 second, I don't know though, because he'd have to get by Morgan and create 3 seconds. Oh yeah, there's not really a lot. There's a lot of gaps in between right now, so it's not really a lot to look at. Yeah, there's really no close battle right now. I mean, pretty much with Anthony and Devin, but Devin's pretty much got it as long as he keeps that close. And now here comes Jackson getting by Morgan. Jackson gets by Morgan now. Yeah, Jackson, Reed, and Morgan. Even though Jackson's probably know he's gonna get this P6, they're keeping it pretty close though. Real only thing, and Josh has caught up to Carter Brown too though. So if Josh can maybe squeeze up the P7, that'd be nice for his championship hopes, and maybe even for the constructors. I think it's more just maybe gonna be for constructors now. I don't know if Josh really is even got that much high hopes now for the championship. Now Josh gets by Carter Brown. I mean, you know, if you're Josh, you know you're praying for the worst thing for Lucas Sorrow, but as long as you're Lucas right now, you're at a really great spot. You might, I know you want the win, but even if you don't get it here, P2 will definitely increase that gap well enough. The Mercedes battle, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this seems really clean between these two. None of them are really trying to hurt one another, they're just trying to keep it clean and have a really good race between these two. And we're also gonna see potential, we're also gonna see a potential kick on the podium. There's a chance that this Alpine could blow up, but I'd be quite surprised. With pretty much 1 lap to go on fourth, I didn't even realize about Ruski, but the Alpine in first has lost a decent bit of time, but I don't know if it'd be enough for Lucas to maybe catch up. I mean, if the Alpines finish 1 and 4, and Christian with just a few more like 30 seconds to go in his lap, and he'll get his first career win in Las Vegas. This will be a huge milestone, especially for Alpine. Nice, I guess, bar at least avoids getting lapped. Christian Severson brings home his first win at Las Vegas. And now the Kick will get his first podium. And Ruski gets fourth. And, oh my gosh, and Morgan Wilbanks makes it across the finish line, but yeah, they'll be fine. It doesn't hurt the results at all. Morgan still finishes, and Josh gets. It doesn't hurt the race results, but that would have been pretty bad if it did hurt the results. At least he crossed the line before it all happened. What a race for it's been it's a lot of people made it some things today. Christian got his first win, Ekman got his first podium, Ruski got P4. Yeah, that was impressive from Christian, bringing home Alpine's almost first win of the season, especially coming towards the very end of the season. Can I hear you now, or are you just talking to me? Well, I that race overall, I rated like I know it didn't look great for a lot of drivers. For example, like some of our best drivers, but